thing. Sometimes people are offended that there's a Union Jack flag being flown and they're not from this country, for example. And like plainclothes, for example, or do half and half because I'm a taser operator.
What about if a member of the public asked you to said, I'm offended by it, can you remove it? Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'll put it in my pocket if you like. I will put it back on.
I used to think if I couldn't find hope, I should just let it all.
Yeah, so we'll run through them. You see what I mean?
I used to think
each other.
if I couldn't
so let's have a look.
make dreams come
You've got one here, look.
I should just let them all.
Now, excessive noise or any kind, such as to cause, right, here's the important bit, as to cause or is likely to cause harassment, alarm or a nuisance. Weird because a nuisance has got its own place. Look, no nuisance conduct that causes or is likely to cause a public nuisance. There we go.
Yeah, and then we've got convoys. Another one I think is a bit daft. A convoy consists of anything up to 3 cars or over. They used to have cruise nights here on the last Saturday of the month, and it would cause an obstruction, but the sensible thing would be to organise it. Keep the traffic moving as opposed to causing an obstruction. No blanket ban, which could apply to any one of us. This sign also contains this one, Intimidation. And you'll know that if you watch the channel, know that on this very spot, an illegal activity answering a innocent question. This sign and where we're standing now is just behind this van. Now, last month we were filming and we were approached by an inspector, no less. And I was asking if he could stand a couple of feet back so we could have a conversation. And I was forced into a retreat back to where the sign is. Look at this.
Your face, you're coming towards me.
What is it you want?
Right, so that's a bit hypocritical, isn't it?
I told you already.
Yeah, but why do you need to come towards me to do that? I told you, I can't.
Miles away. I can't talk to you, can I?
Hey, stay back.
I'm going to leave you then.
Yeah.
You're being silly.
Why have you got red epaulets? Yeah. Why have you got red epaulets? Just stay within. Just stay within.
No, I don't talk to you. I don't talk to you for miles away.
Stay within.
Look,
people are looking, man.
Right. What
people are looking at you, man.
Well, you're being really silly. What are you back?
No, what do you mean? Because I told you. Look. If you come too near, I can't see you. I can't.
I don't want to be filmed. Right.
But you're being filmed up there. Look, there's cameras up there.
What, are you trying to make a show or something?
No, I'm going to make the point to you that you're saying you don't want to be filmed. They're being filmed up there.
Hit people. You made your point.
But I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to get to.
I don't understand why you're walking backwards.
Because I'm trying to get. Look. If I look at
the no intimidation sign is right here. I mean, the irony is it's incredible.
You know, they're sort of feeding each other. If I look at the distance of the camera, I can't see.
I don't know why you're filming me.
Because I can't see you.
What is your question?
I told you. Why have you got red epaulets? Why can't you just stay back?
Because I'm not shouting at you. I'm going to have to get your knees.
No, you don't have to shout. You just there. That's fine.
I'm not going to stand still, so you can film me.
About 3 feet away.
Right, it's your last chance. I'm off.
Right. Well, why have you got...
So we've had to travel a considerable distance now from the van. It's almost out of sight. Yeah, and I'll leave a link at the end and in the description if you want to go and watch this bizarre encounter. Because some of the viewers pointed out this inspector's very odd demeanour and especially the eyes. Very odd and very intimidating encounter.
Look, there's a camera around.
That's not your camera.
That's a camera over there.
What are you trying to do?
That ball camera.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to wind you up.
Well, what are you trying to do then? What
I'm just asking you to stand 2 feet away.
Yeah, I'm slightly concerned you're going to do something.
It's community safety. Excuse me, sir. Look, can I ask you a couple of questions about this PSPO thing?
What are you up to?
I want to sort of like it's about this sign here. Look.
It's all pretty legible on there. What is your main?
That just about the first one, the noise, like anything causing noise or likely to cause a noise. How do you define that? You know, like
anything more than having a conversation. So if we have a conversation,
like loud, like a motorbike.
Yeah, who are you filming for?
Just for myself, but for everyone's safety. Like,
is it going online?
Innocent question. Well, if it does, then it would be doing so lawfully, wouldn't it? There's nothing on there saying that I can't do it, is there?
Yeah. Noise, anything that you can't have a conversation over, so like the car, no more applies to cars.
Yeah, the most motorbikes, they get really loud, didn't they?
Some do, yeah, it depends what bikes they buy personally.
Because I know someone who's got tinnitus and she gets like pain from loud noises.
Yeah.
But there's nothing on there. I mean, there is like causing a nuisance. How do we define that?
Depends if it's anything that causes irritation to people.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
And to what degree?
Yeah. Convoys. Convoys, 3 or more cars.
2 more.
Yeah. See. So you don't want to. Yeah. So we'll run through them. You know. See. You see what I mean? So let's have a look.
Yeah, let's go and ask some of the police how they intend to enforce this unenforceable law, PSPO.
Dreams can be driving, can be a distraction. Dreams can change out of nowhere. Life is so short, even when hope's elusive. Hard times dissolve in thin air. And life seems impossible from a new angle. Change just one little bit.
It's about the police, crime and police. Crime and policing act.
In case cars come down.
Yes. There was a road. He's right. The Crime and Policing Act of 2014.
Is it the Antisocial Behaviour Crime and Policing Act of 2014?
Yes. So I'd just like to run a couple of the rules by you.
You can try. I might not know all of them, but
No,
I'll give them my
I
best
don't
shot.
know all of them, but just what you think about them.
Okay.
Yeah, the first one after I saw that I thought was a little bit harsh because people are making noise, aren't they? I can hear noises and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. No making noise.
What rule specifically are you referring to?
It's a Crime and Policing Act 2014 as per the sign on down the seafront. I've read all the signs.
Are you referring to the section 59 in terms of vehicle based?
No, I don't think it is section 59.
Right,
it's
okay.
like it just says section. Actually, it doesn't mention the section.
If you like.
Yeah, okay, you can
I'll
do,
give it a
but
try.
but it just says the Crime and Policing Act. I'm not sure if it actually says a section, but one of the first one that I sort of picked up on was no making noise, and it's also preceded with anything that causes or is likely to cause.
I think you may be referring to the PSPO that's been brought in
That's
here
it, yeah.
under that power.
Yeah, I'm just asking an opinion, really. It's not official thing. It's just an opinion.
So it's up for debate. Yeah.
Enforce it if it's excessive or it is causing it or going to cause a nuisance. Obviously,
Right.
if you have a van that's blaring horrendous music at a level that is ridiculous,
Yep.
it's going to annoy people as they're going past.
What sort of decibels would you say would be?
I think that would ultimately be down for a court. So they're not brought in by Parliament per se. PSPOs are done by local councils.
Yeah.
Then passed through a court and issued to a certain area.
Yeah.
So it'll be on the onus of the people, whether the local authority, whether that be Southend City Council, to prove that in court.
With that in mind,
Yeah.
what's your opinion on it? Like, it's not only making noise, because by the letter of the law, you could actually.
Is that what it says? Just making noise?
Noise.
Is that just on the sign, or is that actually on the order itself? Because sometimes they shorten it to make it easier to read.
Yeah, it's short. I think it's a shortened version on the sign down there, and it's also causes or is likely to cause a noise. There's no time limit. There's no decibel sort of limits.
Is that has caused or is likely to cause harassment, alarm, distress, or annoyance, or is that?
No, we'll come on to that one.
All right.
We'll come on to that one.
So with which you are briefed at the beginning of the summer because this is an operation.
Go on then. Can you give me another category that you're not allowed to do? Causing or is likely to cause?
The one that they ask us to focus on mostly on this seafront is alcohol.
Alcohol. How much is the fine for the alcohol? If you're
Maximum $2.5 grand. I think it's normally 100.
$2.5 grand.
I think there's. Well, I've seen a sign somewhere that says that. I don't know if that's under that.
It's
power
anything
or
up to £500.
okay,
Yeah, anything up to £500. But that's quite steep. $2.5 grand.
I know. Maybe I'm getting a bit excessive.
Just because we see someone with alcohol doesn't mean we have to issue a PSPO. We can just take the
No,
alcohol from
that's right.
And this is just my opinion, it's nothing official. I think there should be at least a document. Obviously, there's the document, the order that's issued by the courts that have agreed with the local authority. They should at least make the wording more clear on the signage, because I think that would mean there's a lot less sort of grey area between members of the public not knowing if they've committed an offence versus us. Even if we did know the full wording, members of the public might not be aware of that. So I think there could be at least something that makes it a little bit clearer to them.
Yeah.
But then the onus is sort of on them to have a look at all the local bylaws and stuff before they come to Southend, which is no one's going to do that. It's a little bit over the top, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I mean, It's nothing to do with like collecting data on us or controlling. There's nothing like that.
Well, have you
No.
seen about the we've got facial recognition that's live
Yeah,
now in Southend? I'm
yeah.
sure you've got your own opinions based on that, but that was live just here a few weeks ago.
Yeah, is that the van? Is it?
There's 2 vans that we've got.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're operational today, but
Yeah.
they're usually at the top of the high street.
Yeah.
They're based at Boreham, but I'm not sure if they go out different places every day.
I've been following that van around for a while, and it's only just recently that they've sort of revealed what its purpose was, you know,
Oh,
because
okay.
I thought it was for traffic. I didn't know it was
Oh,
facial
I see.
recognition.
Okay.
But it didn't bother me at all, you know, because if you've got something to hide, you've got something to worry about, haven't
But
you?
that's the thing. It doesn't store the data like facial scans or anything like that. As far as I'm aware, I don't know the IT.
Yeah, it does.
Stuff.
It
But
does store
as
the
far as
data.
I'm aware, it deletes the scan straight away. Basically, does a comparison with national databases, and if there's no match, then it moves on to the next person.
Well, do you know, I actually think that is necessary in this country now because we've got so many people coming in from abroad. We don't know who they are. We need to like get some sort of control on it. And you know, you've got people coming in that hate us and want to sort of destroy us or whatever.
Yeah.
It needs to be done. It's just a necessary evil. That's part of
I'm
that's
sure
part
you've
and
seen the
parcel.
videos about the incidents that happened in Southend over a month or 2 ago.
Machetes.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Just
did.
over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just down here. Yeah, just over there. There was a
Yes.
machete attack, and they'd come down from London. They weren't
As
local.
far as I'm aware, they've come from
Yeah.
London. I don't know everyone that was involved, but I do think they were from East London. Yeah.
Yeah. Is he all right in this electric vehicle here?
What's that? Sorry.
Is he all right?
Parking around the
There's
back.
parking. It's normally for the RNLI staff.
Yeah.
Because obviously they
Is
need to
he RNLI? Oh,
So that's down to the.
that'll be down to the
traffic
traffic wardens. Yeah, traffic wardens. Okay. Because it does say please don't park, doesn't it? That sign.
Yeah, we'll see. If he gets a ticket in a little while, I'm sure we'll find the answer to it. But,
All right, so no noise or making or causing, likely to cause noise,
Yeah.
right? So you could officially be in breach of that before you even get here, because if you were to post online, I'm going to go down Southend with my subwoofers in my car and I'm going to blast it up, then you would then be likely to cause.
Southend, because obviously the PSPOs only apply to a certain area.
Yeah.
If you're outside of that area, you can't be in breach of it. It's only once you've actually entered Southend.
So what? I mean, likely to cause then, you know,
That would be
like
things like carrying stereos around, intending to play loud music, things like that.
yeah, and sort of like loud exhaust and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm sure that, as far as I'm aware, there are like specific laws against sort of exhaust noise. What the decibels are or how it's measured, I don't know. To be completely
He's had
honest
second
with you.
thoughts. Look,
I think maybe they've decided that maybe they're not RNLI staff.
He's not
I'm
on it.
sure.
He's not, because I know that he'd have a
They've normally
badge.
got like books or something on the dashboard.
He'd have a badge.
but At least
All
he's
right,
realised.
Right, so the next one
on.
is no being a nuisance
Right, okay.
or being likely to cause a nuisance,
I believe
and that's
that
the way
comes into place. So there's 2 PSPOs that I'm aware of in Southend. There's one that covers the seafront, covers things like alcohol,
Yeah.
begging, tents, that kind of thing. And there's one that covers the whole Southend district, more or less, which is the ones to do with sort of car cruising issues, that kind of thing.
yeah, a nuisance to another. It might be a nuisance like filming, you know, like it's very hard to, it's impossible to define, isn't it?
Usually we would go by if we would find it irritating on a day out, or if someone has actually, I've had it when we're walking down here and they've come over and they said, oh, they're doing balloons on the beach, we've got children here. It's a nuisance
Balloons?
to people.
Yeah, like nitrous
Laughing
oxide.
gas.
Before it becomes
Oh,
Class C,
right.
there were certain places that have powers to remove them anyway.
Yeah.
Like the PSPO that covers the seafront.
Is
already covers
sniffing
that.
nitrous oxide, is that illegal?
Sniffing it in its own
That's what they
right
do,
is
yeah.
not an offence, but possessing it, which you would obviously have to do to ingest it, is an offence.
Is
Same
it?
as cannabis. Against popular belief, smoking it itself isn't an offence, but possessing it to smoke it is an offence.
Oh.
If that makes sense.
I didn't know it was an offence to hold nitrous oxide.
It's now Class C drug, yeah. The
Good.
same as ketamine, I believe, it's the same class.
Yeah, because you see it everywhere. You see it lying around everywhere, don't you?
Yeah, we've now.
Have you ever done it?
I've never done it. No.
No joking, no joking.
I think it was actually in Southend as well. We got the first conviction for possession with intent to supply Class
Really?
C drugs. Yeah,
Class
a few
C?
months ago. Now there was a video on the Essex Police.
There you go, guys. Are you listening to this? You know, Clark, I didn't know that. So I'm glad I spoke to you guys, because like you guys know a lot more than those caps blokes. Like, distance.
What do you need?
I just need you to like, sort of stand within a reasonable distance.
Stop poking the camera in my face.
I spoke to you the other day. I'm telling you now,
I
it's
like
true.
to stay up to date. I mean, I like to make sure I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They
saying.
deal with a lot of different things than
Yeah,
we do.
they deal with a
They're-
lot of violence and
Yeah,
disorder.
they're a lot more hands-on
Yeah.
kinds of stuff than we are.
Yeah.
Walking backwards, what's the problem?
Well, could you?
We sort of deal with that day-to-day policing.
Okay, we're going to move on to next. Convoys. No convoys. Like now.
To do with vehicles again.
Yeah, and I've spoken to one of the cap guys, and they said that a convoy constitutes any car line of 3 cars or more.
Yeah, so like I said, obviously we're from Grays. We've got a PSPO around Lakeside Shopping Centre. I don't know if you know the area at all.
Yeah.
Around Lakeside Shopping Centre, that's to do with vehicle sort of antisocial behaviour, that kind of thing.
But there's 3 cars. There's 3 cars here.
Yes. So it has been defined by the council in Thurrock. I don't know if it's going to be the same definition here or if it will have to go for its own review process. It's 3 or more vehicles travelling together. Obviously, if you look at just that raw definition, are these 3 cars travelling together? Potentially, they're on the same road going in the same direction.
If the lights change, then the cars are going to be false.
I think it's sort of a more specific definition.
Common sense that you have to apply to it.
I mean, it's a unreasonable amount of common sense, I think, because it puts a lot of onus onto you, doesn't it?
Yes.
Well, we get a lot of car cruisers that often they start here and then they make their way down the A13.
Yeah, it's Southend Seafront. They have cruise night.
Yeah, we get notified by people when they are leaving, so we are aware.
The irony of it is that I've mentioned this to the police officers that were down there. And there was 5 cars and a van, so 6 cars parked on the pavement where they shouldn't be.
Okay.
Because the council have complained about that.
Yeah, so it's the council that enforce all parking issues. I think they were decriminalised in the 80s or something like that, parking issue. It used to be like double yellow lines we used to give tickets for, but as you can see, probably walking up and down the seafront, we get so many vehicles that are parked like that.
Right, no, don't think I like you guys, right? You know, young in service, and we need people like you, because the way I look at the police, you know, you go down to the bottom and you've got nice people, you've got good people doing a difficult job, right? Yeah. One that I couldn't do, right? So I respect you for that, but I'm not being pedantic, but who parks that vehicle there and why? Because you can park anywhere, can't you?
So we can park anywhere as long as we've got a policing purpose.
Yeah.
Obviously, because we have a lot of officers that come down in the summer months. I think this is the last week that we're doing it. We've got an agreement with the local council that are happy for us to park. It used to be over in front of where the shops are, but I think they started complaining that we were taken away from customers.
I think it was more that the owners thought it looked bad for their business.
Yeah, that
certain places were complaining, so we were asked to move to specific places. So there is one at the end where the toilets are, and then this bit where we often park.
You'll usually see a big van here as well,
Yeah, because like the private company's taken over the ticket responsibility.
Yeah.
And but there is an agreement like with the police, between the police and this private company, because it's a corporate company. That no tickets are issued to police vehicles. Do you want to give your names, numbers? Like, you know, no, sorry, not numbers and station. Oh dear, what have you got that on for?
Our uniform policy says that we can have it. I did check.
No, what?
Our uniform policy says we're allowed thin blue line flags.
No, it doesn't.
Do you want me to pull it up?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. I don't. Does it really? I mean, that's new to me,
as far as I'm aware.
Like, listen to this, guys. Like, now we've got Essex Police. Wow. Only Essex Police.
It may take me a few minutes to find it.
Why? Sure you know, it's to denote fallen officers, isn't it? Right, an important thing.
I know people have sort of their own sort of ideas about what it represents, but that's the only reason I have it.
There was a lot of arguments when it was on social media a couple of years ago. People were trying to claim that it's similar to a gang sign.
A gang badge, yeah. In the Metropolitan Police, that's what it does represent. You know.
So the actual policy that I wanted to show you for some reason isn't working. But there was a Freedom of Information request that asked if we were allowed to wear thin blue line patches, and the response there does say that we are allowed to wear them as per that policy. I don't know why it's not working at the moment, but give it a few days. If you try that again, it should come up, and it does say what patches we're allowed. Yeah. And we are allowed to wear one of them. Disputes, that kind of thing. Sometimes people are offended that there's a Union Jack flag being flown and they're not from this country, for example. Yeah. I would suggest that that's likely unreasonable.
You've actually got your number with it as well. That's new, isn't it? I've not seen that before.
I've got my number on there. Sometimes if I'm wearing like plain clothes, for example, or do half and half because I'm a taser operator.
What about if a member of the public asked you to said, I'm offended by it, can you remove it?
I'd remove it to make them happy. I may put it back on after the fact, but
I believe you would. God, would you do it for me? If
you would like me to remove it, I can do.
I would like you to, because you'd be the first ever that I've ever seen do it.
I will make fully aware that I will put it back on once this interaction's done.
Okay. Okay. Look at this, guys. Look. Yes, I'm offended by it. Yes, thank you. Okay. Thank you very much.
I'll put it in my pocket if you like. I will put it back on, so if you see me again, you may see me wearing it again.
Guys,
if you don't like it,
guys,
to be fair, the whole reason we parked up is because I need the lube. I'm happy to talk to you.
Right, some people say ACAB, I don't, right? But I'll shake your hand for that. I'll shake your hand for that. You can do that.
Well, if you don't, that's the thing. We're here to serve the public. So if you don't like something I do, I'm more than happy for you to jump.
I hope you go right up into the police, because you know, you go up further and further, and there's like all the corruption going on. You know what I'm talking about. You get lower down, you've got some good people there. You know, they need to get into the positions where there's not a gang in the Metropolitan Police, you know, like there is. They are sort of almost separate to the police. But you want to go to the loo, I'm going to let you go. So thank you very much.
Can I shake your hand
Yeah,
again?
yeah, absolutely fantastic.
Well,
for moving
you,
that badge, I'm speechless. That's brilliant.
No,
So thank you
enjoy the
again.
rest of
Thank
the
you now. Enjoy yourself. Stay safe. Took his badge off. Tell me I caught that. Tell me I caught that on the phone. So this is like one of the wildlife, like community policing team. That, do you know, that's the first time I've ever seen that. I don't know if anyone else, any other the auditors have ever seen that before. Look at the suspension on that. That's sort of enhanced, isn't it?
Change just one little thing. When life feels intolerable, find your true source of love. Concentrate, focus on love. Center now, focus on love. Dedicate, focus on love. Focus now, focus on love. You can have it all if you learn what all is. You can make your dreams come true. You can find bliss. Just remember it ebbs, and remember it will flow back to you. Focus on love. Reflect on love. Deep in the love. Be open to love.
What's happened? Is he nicked? He's in cuffs. They've cuffed him. I think this individual has been attacked, mugged or something.
Having a chill day.
So he's nicked. He's nicked. The sun's so bright, isn't it? Right, we're back in the room, right. We all... This is free. Shop Charlie Beach. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I bet you're pleased that I'm filming because of the memo that went round.
Oh, what's the memo?
Have you seen it now?
No, apparently not.
No, I must have asked 100 officers this, and not one has ever seen. It went round. A memo went round from the chief police of the IPCC, I think it was, and he's basically saying that officers should now encourage auditors, so-called auditors, or
do you define
people.
yourself as an auditor?
No, because an auditor is a financial check of a business, isn't it? So,
Okay.
yeah.
So auditor in sort of the common modern sense, for example.
A so-called auditor, you mean?
Right,
but
okay. Do you have a YouTube channel
I'm
or
a social documenter, you know.
Okay.
And if I can have a laugh, then I will do. But I'm fascinated by signs and gates and fences and things like that. Anything like that interests me, you know. Anything that's legal and not against the law is what I usually do, you know. So auditors, they go around filming. Like, don't you think that that's helping to encourage or disencourage activity like that? Because I mean, the auditors are, from what I understand, trying to uphold, you know, trying to keep within the boundaries. That's the premise of that activity, is to find the boundary and go and film from there. As that's the premise of it, isn't it?
I don't know. You tell me.
They go to the very boundaries,
Okay.
and stand and then film, and then you get people come out and maybe attack their equipment, attack them, abuse them, make comments that are, you know, sort of
Okay. I can't comment
offensive.
for the actions of other officers.
no, I don't mean officers. I mean like businesses. You know, usually there is actually a website now. I can't think of it, but it's MI5 backed, so it's a .gov site, and it's MI5 basically behind it, and it's got like a little sort of a series of cartoons. So, and the thing is all filmed outside of the fence. You can see the business in the background, right, and then the security guard coming out onto the public area to challenge the so-called auditor or social media person. Okay. Isn't that like tyranny?
About not allowing filming.
Well, the person's come out of their business onto the public area to challenge somebody who's filming, and this is the .gov site. This is MI5 actually telling the businesses, if someone's standing outside your business, go out and challenge them. Go out and challenge them.
I can't comment on such document you refer to. I've never actually seen or read.
Yeah, it's on.
Have you got a YouTube channel, Facebook channel?
I might have, sir. Have you?
Okay.
Yeah. Have you got a date of birth?
I do have a date of birth.
Yeah. Do you want to give me that?
No, that's fine.
Why not? Why not?
Oh, it's personal information. I can give you my collar number.
Yeah. I
can give you my collar number.
I'll give you the name of my phone.
Okay. Well, I ask because maybe you uploaded someone, I may want to watch it.
I'm not sure it'll be on there, you know, because I haven't got any personal opinion out of it. I ain't taking your badge off. If you took your badge off, then that would probably be something like.
What do you mean by badge?
There's this thing. Is it on Velcro?
Oh, this.
Is it on Velcro?
Velcro?
Why is it on Velcro?
That's how
is your police badge on Velcro?
This one?
No, the other, the police thing.
This one, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, okay. No, yeah. I mean, I didn't think it was part of the uniform, but if that has been a change and amendment to the law, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Education.
Checked, when I read the uniform policy,
it's not part of the uniform. That's like, you know, and it's also defacing the Union flag, isn't it?
Right. So, what the blue line? Is
it? Why not? Why? Because some people are going to see that, they're not going to know what it denotes.
Okay.
If there was something,
I can ask. So you can ask me, and I can give an explanation.
But if there was something there with an officer, you know, being falling or something, then people go, oh, look, that looks like, you know, a fallen officer. Important thing, you know, like, so why not denote it with an image that's going to sort of, you know, explain to people what it's all about, you know.
Right, okay. Understanding it originates from thin red line of the British uniforms.
Oh, see, yeah, of course. The English soldier used to wear the red coat, yeah, right. So thin red line. So did the French would wear the blue, wouldn't they? So when did that change from red to blue?
I think over time it's just different institutions and organisations have amended.
Yeah, but the red line denotes the red coat.
Yeah.
What does the blue line denote?
Thin blue line noting the police, meaning that
the boys in blue.
I wouldn't necessarily just boys. I mean,
yeah. Why do they call them boys? I know it's an expression. Why? But you wear black, so why?
Yeah, the Essex Police uniform actually is is black. But I think.
So why are they called the boys in blue? It's only an expression. Boys and girls.
I've never heard that phrase before. So
you've never heard boys in blue before?
Boys in blue? No, I don't think I have. A lot of American police forces or US police forces.
Perhaps.
They wear dark blue uniform. Yeah. NYPD, LAPD. They wear.
We're the 51st state, aren't we?
And I'm not sure.
Yeah. All right. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Do you want to shake hands? There you go. We're shaking hands.
No
okay. Okay. Thank you very much for your help and take care. Look, be safe. So we've got this Corolla hybrid, and then we've got two officers up here. So we're going to go and ask them the same questions as we asked in the first instance. So, okay, Glorious channel, spelled glorious. You spelled glorious wrong. Hello sir, how are we doing? I've come to ask you a few questions about the PSPO, Police and Crime Act 2014.
It's all on the internet, fella.
Yeah, no, it's on the sign. Look, it's the designated.
Okay, read the sign.
Yeah, designated sign.
Read the sign then.
Yeah, I've read the sign. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
We're not here to be interviewed. So.
I'm not here for the knowledge test either.
Yeah.
So you can read the sign.
You know what?
You can read the sign.
Why haven't you got any epilepsy on?
What?
You haven't got any epilepsy on? What? Take your name and number. Yeah.
It's on my back.
What? Police? What station did you come out of? See? So I told you.
That's literally my favourite.
Got spunk catch your beard. Why don't you want to answer any questions? Spunk catch your beard. Talking to some members of the public. I do agree with that by reading. Oops. Hello, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. You're right.
Yeah, how are we doing? Can I ask you a quick question? Oh, yeah. Yes, thank you very much. That's better. Can I ask you a couple of questions just quickly about the Police and Crime and Policing Act 2014, the signs, the PSPO.
PSPO?
Yeah.
There is one in place in here.
That's
so
right.
No street drinking and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
there's just a couple of them that I've sort of picked up on that I just wanted to ask the officers opinions on it, because I think it's making your job sort of more difficult.
To be fair, everyone that's a regular here sort of knows it's a thing anyway, so it's not very hard to police.
No. Well, one of them is no making noise. It's on the sign, you see.
I think it's a judgment call at the end of the day. If there's obviously calls from members of the public saying someone's being a nuisance or
that's the other one.
Unruly noise, then we'll obviously get involved and we'll tell them.
So how do you define that? Because
I think it's public perception.
Yeah.
I think it's public perception. They call us, and then we'll go and make a judgment call as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, if it's a sensible level of noise that somebody is taken slight offence to because they think it's too loud, then obviously we'll have a little quiet word with them and say, look guys, maybe just quieten down a little bit for us, and it's sort of a judgment call at the end of the day. Yeah,
so it's added to your role really, because you're here to enforce and not to make it up, but to decide it, as it were. Because everyone is nuisance, being a nuisance. No sort of definition of it. Just no being a nuisance. Did I speak to that guy? I think I did. He was all right. Those two there just made very rude to me. Because I don't know why.
Oh, were they?
Oh, well, yeah, they were very rude. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I know. There's the Coast Guard going past. They brought a van out. That's from the football, isn't it?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. I mean, that would have finished about 5:30, I think. So it might well be from down there.
Yeah. Well, because
possibly football.
I was a bit dubious. I was a bit sort of wary when I saw that you were wearing a beard, because those two had a beard and they were rude to me. And but you're different. They're completely different. There's another one there. All right, mate.
All right, mate.
Yeah. And the other.
Jay. Hello, mate. Yeah, you good?
If you've got things on, I don't mind deferring. That's fine. So I want to go and get a picture of the sign.
All right, mate. No worries.
Right. Cheers. Thank you. And you. We'll catch them up later on, because I didn't get to ask him the third question, which was about the convoys. So there's another one of these down here. Look. Is it the same one? No, it's not the same one, because the other one, it might be, because they've got huge suspensions on them. Maybe it has. They've got a tow bar on it. You never see what they're tow barring though. Yes, so this is Southend-on-Sea, if you are interested. UK police have no drip Yeah, well, the first two, they're going to get the spam catcher labels. You know, anyone who's rude to me, I'm doing this sort of thing, that has the beard. It's not my invention. So call it spam catcher beard. Bend over, you'd like that. You'd like that. You'd like that. Get them staring at me because they know it's me, and I've been barred from any of these arcades down here for filming. It's fountainous. Yes. Look at it go. Oh, just running through it. Yeah. It's community safety. Excuse me, sir. I was going to ask you a couple of questions about this PSPO thing. But I just need to call the noise. How do you define that? You know, like, just for myself. See, you don't want to. Yes, look at it. They're sort of feeding each other. That geezer with the cat, he was staring at me, and the pink Gaylord bag, he was staring at me before. So let's have a look.